Sea freight. Today, the sea freight is well over 90% of global trade. Manufacturers benefit greatly from transportation. Sea routes have made the transportation of large loads of goods from one end of the world to the other end of the world safe and efficient. Sea freight is one of the most cost-effective modes of transportation. It is normal to have questions about sea freight, and in this article, we will answer all of your questions about sea freight, its process, and more. Contents: sea freight meaning. How does sea freight work? How is sea freight used? The benefits of shipping by sea. Economical, strongest for cargo. Safety. Environment friendly. Sea freight meaning one of the most crucial connections in a supply chain is sea freight. You must first speak with a shipping company if you're shipping goods by sea. Because they are large corporations, reaching them is simpler. Once you get in touch with these shipping firms, you need to give them information about your load's weight, the kind of goods you want them to transport, and the location from which you want them to pick up the goods. You can easily have your goods picked up from your supplier or from your address by paying a small fee, or you can send your goods to the shipping company. How does sea freight work? Businesses use sea freight as a shipping method to move massive quantities of cargo aboard cargo ships across international borders. When moving a significant amount of goods, most businesses prefer to use this mode of transportation because it is cost-effective. In contrast to traditional modes of goods transportation, sea freight is used to transport large loads of goods or heavy machinery. If you've been to a seaport, you've probably seen one of the large metal containers used for sea freight that carry goods. Less restrictions are placed on sea freight. Oil, military hardware, and aircraft are just a few of the essential goods that are transported by sea freight. Sea freight also involves the seller, manufacturer, the buyer, the ocean carriers, the freight forwarders, the brokerage, the port authority, and the insurance companies, just like other forms of transportation. It makes sense to only transport huge loads because shipping containers are large enough to carry tons of cargo and are prohibitively expensive to use for smaller loads. How is sea freight used? In layman's terms, people who want to import and export goods from and to other nations around the world use sea freight. Sea freight is the only option that makes sense for moving heavy loads of cargo because it is too time-consuming and dangerous for moving small items. The benefits of shipping by sea. As with anything, there are advantages. The following are some advantages and drawbacks of sea freight. Economical when compared to other forms of transportation, sea freight is by far the most economical choice for companies needing to ship massive quantities of goods. Since sea freight has a lower tax duty and VAT than air freight, it is 4 to 6 times less expensive to ship goods by sea. A shipping vessel can transport literally unfathomable amounts of goods at once, which lowers the cost for everyone. Strongest for cargo: large vehicles, industrial parts, construction materials, and other bulky or heavy cargo can be handled and transported easily via sea freight, but not via air freight. Ships can carry a wide variety of heavy items, while planes cannot transport heavy and bulky cargo. Safety: hazardous cargo can be transported by safety ships without any problems. The shipping crew is skilled in handling such cargo, and there are rules in place to protect the environment and the cargo on board. For added security, The containers are tightly shut and locked, and crew members frequently check the cargo while it is in transit. Environment-friendly because it uses less fuel than other modes of transportation. Environment-friendly shipping has a significantly lower carbon footprint than other shipping techniques. In conclusion, one of the most efficient ways to transport goods is by sea, and the world economy and trade are dependent on it. The use of sea freight is becoming more convenient as a result of technological advancement and the development of improved shipping methods. You should now have a better understanding of sea freight and how it works thanks to this article. Finally, you need to decide which route is best for your cargo. When it comes to ocean freight, IZ Global Logistics can assist you at every stage, including pickup, packaging, and delivery.